Hey, Shalom. First off, I want to start up by saying all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakadash. That's all praises who the world calls God in Jesus Christ. Their true names in the Hebrew is Yahweh for the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, Yahweh Shai for his beloved Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I also want to say double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the hopeful elect, preaching his word in truth and sincerity, risking their life and the freedom to do so, believing in the true understanding of these scriptures. I'm the brother Tazabah in the Great Millstone, Arizona camp. Lord will with another video to edify. And I wanted to go on this article. It says, Nightmare for Enemies. Iran says it's built underground missile sites along Persian Gulf coast. You know, and the Persian Gulf is real big in prophecy, because this is where, what is it? The Persian Gulf would be, forgetting the name right now. But where would be where Armageddon happens. The Valley of Hawashaphat, Persian Gulf, you know? The Valley of Judgment. And that's where this would all go down, man. It's in the Persian Gulf. It says Tehran has built multiple missile sites, both ashore and offshore, along its southern coast. Iran's Revolutionary Guard Navy chief has revealed, calling the facilities a nightmare for the country's enemies. It says the network includes underground bunkers as well as offshore floating platforms. Rear Admiral Ali Reza Tag Sari Tang Shari told Sobi Shadiq Weekly in an interview published on Sunday. It says Iran established underground onshore and offshore missile sites along the coast of the Persian Gulf and in the Gulf of Oman, which would be a nightmare for Iran's enemies. It says the IRGC is now present everywhere in these waters. Its Navy has mobilized 23,000 service personnel and 428 flotillas along the southern border, the admiral added. That's a lot, bro. You know, because when you look at the Persian Gulf, it's not a huge strip of land, bro. It's a large Gulf port, but it's legit filled up now. You know, there's no chinks in the armor, basically. It says Tang Sari also hinted at forthcoming long-range missiles, as well as a brand new military vessel beyond the imagination of the country's enemies. And this is big, man. This is real big as far as prophecy and military advancement goes, because just before this, you had Iran trying to bring up charges for the killing of Soleimani on Trump, saying when his term as president is over, we will be pressing those charges. And what, they tried to shoot it down, saying that it's a political move. No, it's not a political move. This man committed international murder. It says Iran's elite guard corps certainly has a thing for subterranean facilities, and reportedly repeatedly intimidated that it has well hidden missile stockpiles and launch sites, and even full-fledged underground factories. So far, no visual evidence of the IRGC Navy operated compounds has been made available. And that's that. This is big, bro. This is big for Iran. This is big for prophecy, man. So I'm going to get into these scriptures, and Lord willing, this is all edifying. This is Jeremiah 51. Jeremiah 51. And let me see. I'll start at 8. It says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. And Babylon is America. This is that city confusion. That's what the word Babylon means. It's Babal in the Hebrew, and it means confusion. So this place is going to fall. It's going to be destroyed. And Iran is just one of those nations that are going to help that come to pass. It says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go every one into his own country. And that's what you're seeing. You know, this coronavirus and the mounting sanctions on these nations and the degradation of this American kingdom and the view of this place is getting dampened so much that everybody is really starting to pull and draw away from this place. And that's what we're seeing according to the scriptures. It says, forsake her, let us everyone go into his own country, for her judgment have reached unto heaven and is lifted up to the skies. It says, Yahweh have brought forth our righteousness to come, and let us declare in Zion the work of Yahweh our power. And that's what the Israelites are doing, man. We're declaring the work of the Lord. We're telling people that this is what the Lord is going to bring to pass. We're telling you. Verse 11, it says, make bright the arrows, gather the shields, those missile defense systems. And Turkey just came out with their own homemade, homegrown missile defense system. Gather the shields. Yahweh had raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes. When you go into the Medes, the Persian and the Mede is the Medo-Persian Empire. The Persians were the Iranians, man. This is big for prophecy, bro. For his device is against Babylon. Those missiles, their enemies, right? They've already called America their enemy. They've already sought to label them as an international terrorist group. It says to destroy it because it is the vengeance of Yahweh, the vengeance of his temple. You see? Ooh, this is more. It says, set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon, make the watch strong, set up the watchmen, prepare the ambushes. For Yahweh had both devised and done that which he spoke against the inhabitants of Babylon. So the Lord is moving forward this plan for America to get wiped off the face of the earth. You know? It's 2 Ezra 15. 2 Ezra 15. And I'll start at 27. It says, for now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and they shall remain in them. For the Most High shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him. Behold, a horrible vision in the appearance thereof from the east. Are not those Iranians in the east? It says, and they were trying to make up. They were hinting at long range missiles, right? What is a long range missile? Intercontinental ballistic missile. It says, and a horrible the appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia. This is going back into that old Arabian Syrian, that old Medo-Persian Empire, man. Those dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon the earth. And they have an air force. They also have those missile sites, offshore missile sites. You know, it says upon the as the winds upon the earth, and they shall. It says that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Long range missiles, right? Just like they were saying, nightmare for enemies, right? All they gonna fear them. It says also the Carmanians raging in wrath, going into those Middle Eastern countries as well. It says, raging in wrath shall go forth as wild boars of the wood. With great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. And this is a spiritual Assyrian, man. Because the scriptures tell you, oh, Assyrian, rod of my anger. The scriptures also tell you, deliver me from the hand of the wicked, which is thy sword. So the rod and the sword is the Syrians, which are talking about Babylon, the great Esau, Edom. It says, and then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature, getting back into that old Syrian mindset, that old Salakia Persian mindset of we're ready for war. You know, them Persians, man, they never really lost the battle, man. They just conceded and came to terms. It says, and then shall the dragons have the upper hand in remembering their nature, and they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them, then shall be trouble. It says, then these shall be troubled, bled, and kept silence through their power, and shall flee. You see, and this is what we're seeing happening, man. That old spirit of war is coming back in the land, man. Hey, things are being prepared. This is Ezekiel 38:1. It says, and the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, Thus saith Yahweh power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. And this is Gog is talking about Russia, right? Meshach and Tubal, I believe is Turk. Let me look it up. Give me a second. Salakia. I don't want to mess it up. I'm misinformed, brothers. Yeah. Modern day in Tubal is Turkey. Meshach would be Moscow. You see? Wow, knowledge is being increased because I used to have to look it up on old biblical maps, but it's like the information is just out there on the internet, man. Straight up telling you that Gog is modern day Russia and all that, Meshach, and it's spot on, bro. You know, the knowledge is increased, bro. It says, and say, Thus said Yahweh power, behold, I am against thee, Gog, Russia, the chief prince of Meshach, which would be basically another form of Russia, which is Moscow, and Tubal, which is Turkey. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with buckler and shields, all of them handling swords. So the Lord is getting the whole world ready to fight. It says Persia, which is them or Iranians, Ethiopia, which were the Cushites, which were a form of the Cushites. It says in Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet, Gomer and all his bands, and the house of Togarmah, the north quarter. This is going over into the European nations. It says on all his bands and many people with thee. Be thou prepared for thyself, thou and all thy company. And this is basically going into those BRICS nations too. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled with unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. You see? So the Lord is cooking this thing up and getting the right battlements ready, man. It says, wake up the man of war. Let all the man of war draw near. Let me get that. Joel 3 and 9. It says, proclaim ye among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty man, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither. Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be weakened and come to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. This is Jehoshaphat, but the real in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shaphat, the Lord's judgment. It says, for there will I sit to judge the heathen round about. And that's in the Persian Gulf. You know? So the Lord is preparing this war, man. I'm going to end it on this precept, Ezekiel 21. And 8. Again, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy, and say, Thus saith Yahweh, say a sword is sharpened, and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. Those missiles make a big slaughter, bro. It is furbished that it may glitter. Intercontinental ballistic missiles, nuclear missiles, all those, man. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as a very tree. And he hath given it to be furbished that it may be handled. So those missiles aren't going to be created just to sit in those silos, man. The Lord made those things to be handled, used. This sword is sharpened and it is furbished, meaning it's made perfect. When you go into refurbishing something, it's polishing it up so it's perfect, to give it into the hand of the slayer. And that's what we're seeing, man. All these nations are getting ready to shoot at Babylon, man. And prophecies are building up. So, hey, man, that spirit of war in the land is getting woken up, man. Prophecies are happening. So, Lord willing, this is edifying. I want to say, Kahalal, Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, Bashim Rakakadash. Double honors to elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to hopeful elect preaching this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.